Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another cozy Sunday selling some books in Tiny Bookshop. We have the Mega Marché that we just recently unlocked. We've also got Far Beach and Cafe Liberté. I could go back to Waterfront Square here, but I'm not keen on the amount of travel books that I've got at this moment in time. And we currently have a task here to visit the supermarket 3 times. If we have a look at our stickers here, Waterfront Square, we need to throw the dog a treat. I reckon we might get that somewhere like the supermarket. Now there's a fish market here on Wednesdays as well at the waterfront. Cafe Liberté, we just have this, we don't have anything else. We've just got to keep visiting the location to unlock that. Far Beach we haven't yet been to. Visit the beach 3 times gives us that. Supermarket is there. And the flea market, again, just got to know one of Buxtonbury's most beautiful community hubs. We sold 23 books that day, largely classics and travel. Cafe Liberté, we have sold a lot of crime and classics, and if we have a look one more time at Waterfront Square, travel, fact and fantasy. So I'm on the search for somewhere where I can offload a load of these kid books, and I reckon the Mega Marché might be a good place for it. Klaus, what does Klaus like? He likes fact and travel. His birthday's winter 27. We've got Walt as well, and Anne, who likes drama and fantasy. Now, over here, we can see the different items and effects currently affecting our bookshop. Make sure you use this page if you're ever unsure what something does or when you're trying to create the most optimized bookshop. So right now we have a 2% boost to drama, we have a 2% boost to classic, a 3% boost to kids, and a 9% boost to travel. Our customer count from the book sign and the guest book is 12%. Danger is reduced by 8% because it's increased by 2 by our cactus, but then the life buoy drops it down by 10%. So this is good. This has a nice little overview of all of the effects, and if we look at our calendar here, it gives us an overview of what's happened and what will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're ever unsure what's going on around town. Simply click on one of the days to see more details. So we know here we have the weekly flea market every Saturday. Then on here, we've got the waterfront fish market on a Wednesday. So we're definitely going to be going back to the waterfront in a few days' time, but that might not even be this episode. So we're going to go to the Mega Marché today because it's cheap and I want to continue building up my finances because I've seen a lot of items that I'd really like to buy. It's very much a case of, you learn little quirks about the city and the town and the people within it. I'm just going to fill that bottom row with kids' books. Then we're going to go with crime. And you learn little bits as you go along. So we're going to put 3 fact books in here. I'm going to put 1 fantasy. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 classics. And then we're going to go with 3 travel books. I don't think they're going to sell very well. Then I'm going to put a few more fantasy books in here to bring that down to 8. We'll put a few more fact books to bring that down to 8. And then we'll add in classics there and 1 final classic book there. I think that's good. Like I said, I'm trying to balance out the number of books I've got in stock because the first few days where we were going to the waterfront a lot, we sold loads of travel books. So here we are at the Mega Marché. Let's open up. There's a sheep there. Whoa, you have an item that you can activate. Check your item bar and give it a try. So if we activate the typewriter, blank page, huh? It looks nice and pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on it just yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. So, we can start writing our own book. That's cool. Alright. I like this. Get to write our own little book. Right, hello seagulls, good morning. Just play around with them. I like the Mega Marché, there's lots of gulls here. I'm just going to say hello to all of them. Say hello to the sheep. Oh, it's Fluffy. Just playing with stuff. Can I do anything with this? The Mega Marché is closed. Ding ding. Kicking lampposts and stuff. I mean, you can sometimes find things here, so it's worth doing a little bit of a look around. And again, just in case you're wondering, I'm just going to snap some screenshots. Here's Klaus. Hey mate, nice to see you again. Why have I given him that? You mind if I hang around a bit? I need to do some writing. You know how I told you about my band? Yeah. Well, I wanted to work on a concept album while our bassist is away, but it hasn't been going super well. I even took some time off work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas here. Like, it's been weeks and I got nothing. I'm starting to get a bit stressed, to be honest with you. Don't want to disappoint everyone. Any ideas for me, mate? Write a song about heartbreak. Oh man, romance really isn't my thing, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I want more of a prog rock thing going on, like the whole album needs to tell a story. So we've got to recommend books to Klaus. Well, I'll have another think about it, alright? Peace out. If you tuned in for the last episode, I don't think that was the voice I gave Klaus originally, but my apologies. Right, while I'm just grabbing some shots here, some more bits of the Mega Marché, people are going to come in. Klaus has a book recommendation. I'm not going to do the voice for this. He's got to get some inspo. He tends to lean a little more towards non-fiction, likes niche books for the most part, and he quite likes historical settings. So, got to get some inspo. Right, he likes non-fiction and niche books. Historical settings. Mesopotamian buildings isn't going to help us. Troglodytes don't bite. Don't think that's going to help us either. Though I suppose it's quite niche. But it's a factual book without a historical setting. Why we still tell fairy tales. Flora. Alvaro. Alto. Finished design. God, right, okay. Saga. No. Another Percy Jackson. Six of Crows. Continues dark young adult fiction. It's non-fiction that he wants. Right, okay. Non-fiction. Moby Dick isn't non-fiction. It is a historical setting. I mean, could that work? Sister Outsider, Henry V, Beowulf, Milk and Honey. Beowulf is it's a fictional Scandinavian folk hero, but it's old. It's mature reading. It's not really niche though. Like if you're into folk and old folk stories, that's probably a starter for you. Like we study it in schools, so that doesn't really work. I mean, this could work. It is niche, I guess, because when you talk about the story of Odysseus, it's all about him and his journey. So coming from the side, Circe's side, that might work. It's not non-fiction though. It's a historical setting and it's kind of niche. That might be the way to go. But we're gonna try that. See if that works. Oh, okay. He really wanted non-fiction. Damn. Well, never mind. Right then. We just have to wait. We've got another recommendation here. Honey, we're talking to the bookseller right now. I need a play. Make it humorous. Can't get enough of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Right, okay. A comedy play. I mean, Little Women is a classic. It's not really a comedy. Moby Dick definitely isn't. Haunting of Hill House isn't. Sense and Sensibility. Nah. Tempest, no. Slaughterhouse 5, no. Much Ado About Nothing. Love, Lies and Misunderstanding. Laugh Along. If you liked that Shakespeare, you're gonna like this Shakespeare. There you go. There's a play. It's a comedy. There we go. Wonderful. So that worked out very well. Now, I just want to talk about the inside here. It would be very easy for them to just make this bookshelf here generic, but it actually displays all of the books in the order that you've put them in, I think. Maybe it doesn't. No, it does. It does. It displays all of the books in the order that you've put them in, which is quite nice. I can't actually go inside it, I don't think, during the day, like while we're selling stuff. Would be nice to be able to do that, but we can't. That's okay, though. Minor complaint. And our day ends. We have £99 in the bank. So we've made a fair bit of money there today. And now we can start spending it. Now, we've got a used books collection there. We've got vintage signs, which is a fact. There's Misk travel books, which could be a very good buy for us. Now, these two, if we have a look at our calendar a second here. So there are 28 days in each month. So we have time to buy those limited edition items that are there, which is why I'm not getting them yet. £120 and £95 for the cooler. And they're both worth having. This one gives us an extra recommendation per day, so that could be very useful. We'll grab that used books collection. Good, bit of everything. Take our travel collection up a little bit. We're then going to buy this collection of travel books, right? And I'll tell you why. We know that we have Waterfront Fish Market coming up on Wednesday. It's invite only. I think I have access to it. I think. Let's have a quick look. Waterfront Square. Equip 3 maritime decorations. So we need another maritime decoration, which means I'm going to go to Waterfront Square now. We're going to take a stack of our travel books. So let's have a quick look in our diary at what we know we sell there. Fantasy, fact, and travel. We're then... Actually, hang on. Vintage science books. Let's buy them as well. That gives us a nice stack of factual books. Good. Then we're going to put full shelf of them, full shelf of travel, almost full shelf of fantasy, and we're going to just dot the last few in at the bottom. So we can do 3 of these, and there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 3, 4, 5. We can put classics in there and kids books. Let's put 1 more classic in. Yep, and off to the Waterfront Square. So I'm going to try and make enough money to buy a final maritime decoration that will hopefully allow us to get access to that fish market on Wednesday, and then we're going to be able to sell a lot of travel books and hopefully a lot of fact books as well. So let's go see you. What have you got? You've got a special lobster buoy. You've got a single oar there. The tattling trout is back. Right, okay. It's good to know. Oh, I heard you gave Tilda a hand with clearing out her shop, did you? I'm sure she appreciated that, but you know, maybe you can also check in on her from time to time. I know Tilda. She'll have a hard time letting go. Always been that way ever since I've known her. Again, aimed for pirate, sounded like a Cornish farmer, but never mind. Right, we need to help Klaus still, but we can't do that here because, and I mean, unless he turns up here today. The dog's still there. We don't have a treat to give him. Can I do anything with my typewriter? Ooh, if you're ever in need of some fresh local goods, there we go. Other markets besides that dreadful Mega Marché. We have our flea market, of course, but you should also drop by the fish market sometime. You won't necessarily find the most exotic seafood, but our Walter and the other fishers are making sure the local sea life populations are kept in check before they go out of balance. It's essential for the ecosystem of the bay, I hear. Don't think megacorp people would care about that, do you? Anyway, it's a good market. You just might have to get used to the smell a bit, dear. Well, I'm hoping to go to the market, but we need to make a lot of money today. Hello! Now, we know she likes classics and crime. Trying to read more from female authors, and I love that whodunits are having a comeback. I'm a fan of books like After the Funeral. I'm interested to see what you'd suggest. Now, I only have a few of these. Crime books, right. Finale to the Good Girl's Guide to Murder young adult series, and a catching mystery for any true crime podcast fans out there. Will our titular good girl make it out unscathed? Now, this is the final book in a series, so I don't think that's going to work, but it is by a female author. It is a whodunit, so that could work. I mean, it is a young adult book, so that might not be great, but The Woman in White. The young art teacher Walter Hartright finds himself entangled in a complicated family mystery. Wilkie Collins, M.L. Rio. Okay, right. Wrinkle in Time. It's not a whodunit. Artemis Fowl again. The Ramayana is an epic folktale. Nimona. Last Battle from the Chronicles of Narnia. It's a collection of spooky Stephen King short stories instead. Okay, factual isn't going to work. Travel ain't going to work either. Frankenstein is not a whodunit. The Raven, not a whodunit. Animal Farm, not. The Canterville Ghost, again, not a whodunit. We might just have to take a risk with this and hope that she does like it. No, it is a whodunit, but, well, that didn't work, unfortunately. Can we get something from our typewriter today? Alrighty, here we go. Come on, I know you're thinking thoughts, let them out. Bees! I like bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Bees are so smart, they can tell the time. Hey, that's something. A book about bees, then. Sure, I can work with that. Keep typing. Probably should have said the death, dying, and mortality option, but, you know, I'm feeling like bees today, so we'll go with that. Right. Let's talk about another book. I read a crime thriller this year. Crime thriller, I say, by Bob Mortimer called The Satsuma Complex, and I'm currently reading The Avocado Hotel, which is the sequel. Satsuma Complex is great. It's just kind of like witty crime fiction, a little bit thrilling, but also, if you know of Bob Mortimer, he's a Stockton, Middlesbrough-based comedian who was very famous in the mid to late 90s, going into the early 2000s with Vic Reeves. And they had Vic Reeves' Big Night Out. It's like variety entertainment, and then they did a load of shows together. It was really funny. Shooting Stars was their big one. And Bob Mortimer, if you ever watch Would I Lie to You, or you've watched Last One Laughing and stuff, or Gone Fishing, that he does as well. Really funny guy, really like down to earth, and it's his book. It's a crime drama based on his time as he was a solicitor before he became a stand-up comedian. So I think the character's loosely based on him, and he gets involved in this whodunit over a USB stick and a dead body, and it's really, really entertaining and fun, kind of relaxing. Nice holiday read, I think. And that's something that I've read this year that I really enjoyed, so that's one of my book recommendations for you. Anyway, nearing the end of a 10-part series I really like. It's, never mind, it's embarrassing. Anyways, I could use some advice on what to read next. Okay, so, anything hot off the press. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, also the longer the book the better. Right, science fiction. Night Shift, no. Nimona is a shapeshifter. It's not long, though. Ramayana is an epic folktale, not sci-fi. Artemis Fowl, folk. Wrinkle in Time is science fantasy, but again, 212 pages is not a lot. None of them work because none of them are sci-fi. See, this is why it would be really nice to just pick the books that you put in there. What about drama? Dramatic Story of Twins from Kerala, India. Virginia Woolf. That doesn't work. The Canterville Ghost is not sci-fi. Animal Farm. Okay. It's not sci-fi really, but it kind of is. It's also not long. Raven, not very long. Scarecrow of Oz, not long. Well, yeah, not long at all. Snowy Day. We don't have anything long. Like Frankenstein is science fiction / horror. Factual books. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Don't think so at all. Yeah, this isn't going to work. What about travel? There might be something in travel. Most Beautiful Islands in the World, 4,000 Recipes, Journey to the Centre of the Earth is there again. Around the World in 80 Days, Architecture in Britain, no. Italian Villas and Their Gardens, Age of License, Stones of Venice. Nothing long. Poetry isn't going to work. Nimona, I mean, as a shapeshifter, could that work? It's not long, though. We might have to go with this. It's fantasy, it's not sci-fi, but as an epic folktale, it is quite long. It's fantasy. So this is Ranma. Let's go with Ramayana. Let's try that. Don't know if it's going to work. Doesn't have time travel, space, or cybernetics. Well, I mean, there was no sci-fi. I don't have any sci-fi in stock today, Fern. Sorry. I am, yes. I've really gotten more into reading lately, and so that's good. I'm enjoying it a lot. And I'm getting through books a lot quicker now. It's mainly being like knowing what I'm really interested in when it comes to reading. So, yeah, I'm reading a wild mix. I mean, like I mentioned fantasy, I've just mentioned the crime thriller / comedy that I'm reading, and I've got a lot of other stuff on the go right now. I'm particularly enjoying a book right now called Washington Black. I'm going to talk about that another episode, but if you do want to kind of look into that, I would absolutely recommend it. I'm going to talk about that another episode though. So, a thriller fan, getting more into non-fiction, but usually I find advice books a bit dull. Right, they're a thriller fan, but they also like non-fiction. It really doesn't help me. So Bookstonia ain't going to be it. Newtonian physics for babies ain't going to be it. Unmasking autism, no. Entangled life, fungi, Anthropocene reviewed. Human intervention, okay, it's not thrilling. Well, we don't talk about fat, the sea around us, history of our oceans, influence and power. It's not thriller. Right. If we were villains. Okay, right, not really a thriller. That's not thriller. Woman in White is spooky. Frankenstein, horror fiction. It is thrilling. Animal Farm, Canterville Ghost. Like, all of these I would suggest, but I don't think any of them are going to work. What about, are any of these thrilling? Mona, again. Horror, travel. Why don't we give The Sea Around Us a go? It's not an advice book. It's about the oceans. Could be thrilling. Or we go with If We Were Villains. I don't think that's going to work either. I don't want to go with A Woman in White. Do we take a big risk with Animal Farm? I mean, it's satiric. Let's go Frankenstein. Forget it. Let's just give it a go. Oh, it worked. Wow. Ooh, surprised by that one, actually. Really surprised by that. Okay, that worked out well. So hopefully now we're at 53. The day is starting to dwindle a little bit though, and I'd really like to get enough money to get this fish from Walt, but I don't think we're going to make enough money to do that. But I think we have another day. If I have a quick look at the calendar here. So it's the 8th today. We've got the 9th and the 10th. So we could come back here on the 9th and hope that he's got that fish in, because that looks like the end of the day. £59 in the bank. The day has ended. Is it worth me just buying this? Actually, I don't really want to equip that. What about the ore? Nah, we're going to wait, and we're going to hope that the trout comes back. So tomorrow, we're coming back, I'm afraid, to the waterfront, because we need to secure a spot at the fish market. But that ends another episode of Cozy Sundays and Tiny Bookshop. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.